Okay, let's see. Yeah, why am I showing you the clock? So anyway, what's up guys? Here another video, and this video I record straight from my phone, obviously for better quality, and also because why am I recording walking at nighttime? Well, obviously because I'm doing the 100k step challenge, right? If you don't know what a 100k step challenge is that you have to walk 100k in 24 hours or within a day before the day end, right? So obviously this challenge is like very time consuming, and I heard that I've seen a lot of YouTuber does this, right? I go on lots of YouTube, there's like plenty of challenge to do, so why not like I only like live like one time, and I better take on this major challenge. I think one time I did walk close to 100,000 steps in one day. I think that was like back in 2019, back I did in 2019 when I was doing the another 50 miles challenge. I got to about over I got to like 82 or 83,000 steps. I'm not exactly sure. So this year, I gotta push all the way to 100k. So yeah, I know that it's not normal for me, walking normal at night. I mean, you just gotta have do some savage challenges. You gotta do if you think you can do it, then just try it out. And if it's, and like I said, if I fail, I fail, but there will always be tomorrow. Lesson learned is that life, you have to fail, right, to or try again. So before I end off this video, I'm not end off this video, I mean I was just kidding, like I'm just gonna record like every scenery, like I walk like 10,000 steps, and then I walk like 100k and stuff. So I tell you like how I get prepared for these challenges. I know that's very dark, but let me tell you my plan for today, right? So obviously I walk pretty fast, right? I mean, to order to complete 100,000 step challenges, you have to walk at least 50 miles, because every 2,000 steps is about a mile. But some people have large steps, some people may have smaller steps, right? For me, I record me walking myself every day. I record my phone, and I do take very large steps, but if you run, then you take even much larger steps, right? So the 2,000 step may end up being like 1.2 miles or something like that, right? That means you take bigger steps, you take more feet, so that 2,000 step will not equal to a mile. So yeah, exactly. So if you take 2,000 steps, so that for every mile you travel, there's 5,280 feet. So if you say about 2,000 steps, that means that each of steps a person take is approximately just a little over 2.5 feet. Some people, they take like 3 feet of stride of per step, or even like 4 feet. So if you multiply that up, it's gonna guarantee over a mile already. So some people take like much smaller steps. Maybe they have like short legs or something. So yeah, so some people have much shorter legs, so they may end up taking like 2,500 steps just to complete a mile, right? Yeah, they may take like 2 feet. It's like, oh, it's like 2 feet like their steps, strides, and something like that, right? So this is a lot of things I work for. Some people didn't even need to walk 50 miles, just to complete the 100,000 steps. Like, I really want to get to 100,000 because it's like 6 digit. And yeah, I fell short in 2019, but I wasn't really keeping track of, how many steps I take. I only just want to complete how many miles. But now, I want to go further. So, like I said, man, so for this challenge, I was actually pretty unprepared. I was supposed to walk out a lot earlier. I just woke up, right? I just woke up, I couldn't fall back asleep. I feel like I should have started like right then. It's important I need lots of sleep, so that way I have enough energy, to sustain 100K steps. But that wasn't, like the real case, right? So anyway, I tell you my plan, like how am I gonna survive 100K, step challenge? So obviously, I just walk around, my neighbor. I just walk around, the cul-de-sac, right? Yeah, cause obviously I do not want to walk out, out in the street, especially in the city, because there's just a lot of bad people and thugs out there. I know that going out at late at night is very uncomfortable, especially I'm walking by myself, so like anything can attack me. Like, yeah, when you record yourself, in the dark, like anything can attack you, like even random animals or something like that, right? But yeah, I feel like if I walk, so just lucky, like the cul-de-sac or the area I walk in is like pretty small. I just walk this repeatedly at nighttime, because it's like much safer and stuff. Yeah, I just walk in this loop circle. That's actually where I live, so just in case something happened to me, like I can just like go home right away, and also and just end the walk here. Just in case I get tired, I can just go straight home, right? I know that eventually if you keep walking in the same area again and again, then it does get boring. So I think once the sun goes up, then I'll walk in I'll start walking into like cities, and I plan to walk through like several cities, so that way I don't get bored walking the same area again and again. But I only do that at nighttime, because yeah, that there's bad people. There could be bad people hiding, and and just and chance of you getting into accidents is a lot higher too. So yeah, that's the worst part, is that sometimes people, there's lots of reckless driver, and I see a lot of people get hit by a car, especially if you walk at night. Like some drivers, they don't care, they just speed up and they just hit people. There's lots of reckless driver. That's another reason why I hate walking at night, during the street, right? That's another reason. This ain't like like Halloween and stuff, where a lot of people walk at night and you trick or treat. So I give you, so why do I want to start a challenge now? Obviously to get over with it, and because it's best to do in the summer, especially when you're not busy. Because once I get like a full-time job and stuff, then I won't be able to do this challenge, because obviously I have to, obviously doing 100K step challenge in one day, it's gonna be very time consuming. I heard it's gonna be time consuming. I heard that people don't finish, it takes them at least like 15 to 17 hours just to get that challenge done, depending on like how fast you walk, right? Yeah, so I heard that if you walk straight for like 1 hour, you number of steps you complete will be around 6,000 to 700, 6,000 to 7,000 K. So sorry I couldn't speak properly, but if you do the math, it will take you anywhere from 15 to 20 hours. So if I want to get 100K steps done in one day within this day, that means I have to walk for at least 15 hours without stopping. But obviously I need a break, take lunch and stuff. That's gonna take another time. So I have to give myself at least 17 hours. But I heard that if people run, obviously the number of steps will get taken a lot faster too. So yeah, I do not want to give myself too little time, don't have time, much time to react, and then have to push and run, get tired. I heard that people can finish, nearly like 10,000, steps, in 1 hour. But I do not want to be that type of people, procrastinate, I one time did, complete a 10,000 step and probably, in under 1 hour. I probably did, or maybe I did. I don't know. But yeah, as you can see, I'm burning like 69, calories. Yeah, like I said, once the sun goes up, then I'm gonna start walking, and venturing, different area. But as long as it's safe, I just walk there. I don't walk, into like dangerous area, because I live in San Jose, so yeah. Well, I mean, this part of San Jose is like very safe and stuff. But if I walk, in a much different area, then it's gonna be very dangerous. Especially like downtown San Jose, yeah, it's pretty dangerous because there's just a lot more crimes and homeless over there. Well, here look very safe. So yeah, that's the most thing you want to do when you walk in 100K steps, is that, just break out boredom and walk in a safe place, right? Don't walk into a dangerous area. That's the worst thing to do. The worst thing is that you have to complete, during an unsafe area, unsafe environment, complete at nighttime. I do feel a little unsafe, walking at night sometimes. Feeling lonely and stuff. A lot of people. So yeah. Yeah, so 11 minutes of me, recording me, walking stuff. Obviously, completing this challenge will be better in the summer, and it's like, why? Well, obviously, because you have more daylight. That's what it is. If you do in the winter, the sun, you have very little daylight. Yeah, I mean, right? I'm recording like August 28th, 2023. So yeah, if you do the 100K, let me recommend you. If you want to complete the 100K step challenge, you should try to do it in the summer and try to do it when you're not busy. Those are two things. Because you gotta have as much daylight as possible. So that way, yeah, and also, make sure the weather's not too hot. Make sure the weather's good too. So yeah, because you need, sunlight. You need the light to see everything. I think the more light, the less time you spend walking in the dark, the healthier it's for you. So that's just my recommendation. And also, like, how do you prepare for this 100K challenge, Vince, right? Obviously, you have to, make sure you store enough glycogen and also a lot of calories. You have to store those extra calories just to stay in the 100K challenge, because technically you're doing an ultra marathon. Oh, not technically, but it's a guarantee you do an ultra marathon. It's a guarantee. A lot of people, go bonk in the marathon. Like, why? Because they don't feel themselves properly. Like, you have to feel yourself properly. You have to make sure you have enough food, you take enough calorie, your carbohydrate and stuff. Yeah, because if you don't have enough energy in your body, then, remember that you're walking like almost 50 miles, or at least 50 miles. For some of you out there who are trying to complete the challenge that I'm doing and other people are doing, right? Yeah, obviously, the further you walk, the more miles you walk, the more miles you travel, the more energy you burn. So so before you start challenge, you need at least like 1 to 2 days as a preparation, right? Yeah, make sure you have stored enough energy in your body, right? Because this is the endurance. Like, you need a lot of, energy, right? That's what I'm doing. So yesterday, before I start this challenge, I just eat a lot and simply, do nothing for the whole day, right? Yes, And I'm not gonna lie, but I was a little unprepared today, you know, because obviously, you know, I was a little unprepared. And why? Because I failed to, because I just need to clean up my storage on my phone. I'm like, why? Just to record stuff. My phone storage gets like very full because I record like a lot of stuff, and also, you know, post and you'll take like a lot of photos, so it eats up like storage on my phone, you know. So I've cleaned up. And why I need storage on my phone? Obviously, you know, to record, and you know, for me to talk to you guys through YouTube, right? Yeah, so wow, I've been talking like for 15 minutes. That's a long talk right there. I better save up, you know, for the other scenery, right? Yeah, for me, you know, I'm like very fit, so yeah, so I estimate that a person will probably burn around, you know, 5,000 calories for this challenge. But for people who weight more, for people who have faster metabolism, maybe they burn way more than that. I tell you how to prepare for this challenge for 100K steps. But for me, you know, for people who are thinner, maybe they only burn 4,000 calories or way less than that, because sometimes, you know, people can walk and maybe burn as little as 50 calories, so, you know, per mile. So obviously that's not a lot. So you can see on this watch, I haven't even burned, you know, 100 calories, and I'm walking like literally over 15 minutes already. So that means if I walk for like 15 hours, so it's approximately, yeah, 6,000 calories. So anyway, you know, there's another reason why I want to do the 100K step challenge. Also, you know, get me a chance, you know, of completing, you know, so I try also, you know, complete, you know, the 100K thing if I have time. If I don't get to like 50 miles by like 8 or 9 p.m. as of today, then I might say forget it, like no 100K. 100K, I mean, I did walk and run, you know, complete, you know, 50 miles in, you know, before one day or before 24 hours up, but I think I can do, you know, the 100K challenge, which is a little over 50 miles. That's actually 62.1 miles. So yeah, one of these days, you know, I gotta try, you know, the 100-mile challenge. You know, I have never run 100 miles in my life, but one of these days, you know, I gotta do it for YouTube, right? But just not like right now, right? And that's gonna be extreme difficult. 100 miles in 24 hours is like very difficult. That means for every hour you gotta run like at least 4 miles, because there's only 24 hours in a day, guys. Like, you times that, and then, you know, you times it by 4, you only get 96 miles, and then you gotta, you know, somehow finish another 4 miles within, you know, the 24 hours you've given. So yeah, walking 4 miles an hour for like hours after hours can be very exhausting. So yeah, but the 100K challenge is like, you know, oh, like it's much shorter distance. Oh, it's a little like more than, you know, half a mile. So if you want to do 100K steps in 24 hours, let's do the math here. So that means you gotta walk over 4,000 steps for every hour on average, not including sleep time. The reason why I cannot do the whole day because I got sleep and stuff. So obviously I started, you know, walking around 4:17, but I woke up like as early as like 2 today. Why is that? I just hoping, you know, I fall asleep, get more energy, but you know, you gotta take risks in life, you know. The experience barrier is absolutely okay. So yeah, exactly, man. I better make sure, you know, I don't record too long, or else now I don't have a chance of recording in other seconds because my phone is running out of storage. So maybe I should talk for like maybe 1 minute and that's it. So yeah, I'm doing really good right now. Maybe I should start walking, you know, a little quicker and stuff. So yeah, and yeah, doing, you know, 100K steps in one day is no joke, guys. You know, it's no joke. I mean, yeah, it's very, tough. And like I said, like, yeah, like I actually take larger steps. So sometimes I take like 5,000 steps, but I almost did like 3 miles. So I think by the time I hit to 100K mark, I will probably finish. I probably have finished like maybe like between 55 to like close to 60 miles. So maybe I only have to walk maybe a couple more hours just to, hit the 100K mark. So yeah. Also the 100K, speaking for 100K, 100 kilometers. So that means, yeah, like this person could have very long leg. They can, every step to them is like 1 meter. So all they have to do is just walk, 100,000, and they already accomplished 2 things in 1 day. So the 100K and, the 100,000 steps. But for me, yeah, my walk is like probably close to like 3 feet. So yeah, so it's not gonna be quite be 100K, maybe just a little short of that, but that's okay. I just walk slow at the end, just warm up my body and stuff. But yeah, I mean, people complete marathon just by walking, they're not running. Remember, man, like the 100K step to me, I'm probably gonna have to do like double marathon. And if you want to do 100K, it's 2.5 marathons. So it's very extremely difficult. But hey, the only way to overcome the challenge is that you just have to try it. That's the only way, right? And if I make a mistake and if I fail, then there's always gonna be, like repeat, there's always time to retry again. So I'm just gonna have to enjoy my walk here. And this is where most people sleep, right? So yeah, once the sun goes down, once everything goes down, then I'm gonna go back doing this loop again. So yeah, and my legs are just feeling tired, but I haven't even walked for like 1 hour. Well, that's because I probably didn't get enough sleep. I only get like 4 hours sleep. So that's another why this challenge is the most difficult, is that I don't get a full 8 hours sleep. So that means I don't have all the energy, or probably not gonna go 100%, surviving this challenge, right? Yeah, I feel like like the sleeping, like I said, I should have slept like evening of yesterday, so that way I can wake up like real early in the morning just to do this stinking challenge, right? But hey, sometimes my body just doesn't sleep right away. Yeah, sometimes doing 24-hour challenge, start at the beginning and the end of the day can be difficult. Like you just have very little sleep. That means that little energy, but it's okay. I'll never give up. But we'll just gotta see, we'll just have to see, what it is, right? It is what it is. Wait, so you're wondering like, how do you know how many steps I took, right? Obviously, I hold my phone and I have the Apple Watch, right? So yeah, so my phones are actually very smart. It keep on every single step that I take, right? As long as I wear this thing on my wrist, and as long as I have a phone, then it can record like how many steps I'm taking currently right now. So yeah, so that's how smart the device is anyway. So yeah, that's how I know, right? Yeah, I don't need some app or anything like that. It's just too much trouble. The reason why, another reason why I don't want to use app, tracking like every single step I take, is because the phone battery is drained. And I need sometime phone just in case of emergency and stuff. Something like really bad happened to me. So yeah, obviously when you use app on your phone, it drains your battery. So yeah, it's important that like something already recorded stuff, like why do you need to record it twice? So see, it doesn't make sense, right? I just tell you that my phone actually does record, right? But if you use the app, then it'll take up even more battery to drain faster. That's just how I see it. So, and that's just the truth. What's up, guys? It's 6:03 right now. It's 6 o'clock right now. As you can see, I can see, you know, this view is not fake, but this is the time, you know, the sun goes up. So yeah, right now you see the sun has been going up, and you know, it's right now, you know, morning, you know. Yeah, you can see, you know, it's actually 6 o'clock right now, and the sun's about to be out in like half an hour. You can see, you know, the horizon, the sunrise, right? So yeah, we have like less than 18 hours before this day end, and yeah, so just a core day already ended, you know. And it's just 6 o'clock started. Still have, you know, just a little under 18 hours to this challenge, and I already walked 10,000 steps already. So yeah, guys, so less than 90,000 steps to go. I think on my phone it recorded as me, you know, walking 10,000 steps and 10,416 steps. So yeah, we're just barely just 10% in. So I gotta do this 10 more times to order to get, you know, to the you know, the 100 mile, the magic 100,000 mile K. I mean 100,000, you know, steps, not miles, but 100,000 steps. Yeah, so I think in the last couple hours, or I think from 5 to 6, it recorded how many steps I walk. I walk about like under 6,000 steps. That doesn't seem a little good. So that means I gotta walk for 17 hours, but it's okay, you know. If I don't, let me tell you something. Like, okay, so if I feel like if I'm not taking like a lot of steps in that, you know, hour, then I better jog or something. So to make it, you know, really fast, because you know that when you jog, your cadence or your step per minute will be, you know, much higher, right? So you'll take a lot more steps and a lot more faster. So because the average person, I just talked to Siri on the phone, the average person takes about 100 steps, you know, per minute. So yeah, so if you walk less than 6,000 steps per minute, so that means for every minute you walk less than 100 steps on average. So that means some, yeah, because I was taking it real easy. Some minutes I walk hard, some walk normal. If I feel like if I'm lacking steps, then I just better do some jogging and stuff. So yeah, I'm not gonna jog for long. I'm not gonna jog too hard because I'm trying, you know, survive, you know, this challenge here. I'm trying, you know, survive. Wait, never mind. Yeah, sometimes my phone doesn't, you know, like update correctly. So I think because I check in too early. I mean, usually, you know, you have to wait like after a few minutes, then the app, you know, record, you know, more accurately. So I think the last hour from 5 to 6, I walked almost 7,000 steps. So 6,700 steps. So, and I walk about like 3.6 miles per hour. So yeah, so I'm actually, you know, on the, you know, if I keep this up, you know, for the entire, you know, 18 hours, then I'm on the right track of breaking, you know, 100,000 steps in a day, and also, you know, possibly getting to 100 kilometers before this day end. So yeah, I'm right on track right now, and I have to keep doing this, right? You know, we gotta spare like at least like 1 hour, you know, for, you know, breaks and stuff. But gotta go hard. If the body's tired, then maybe spare 2 hours, but I probably will not spare 3 hours. Yeah, that'll be a bit too much because there's not gonna be enough time. So that means calculating. So I have to do so for 15 hours. So 10% is already done, and I'm feeling my legs are still fresh. Still feel very, very fresh. That's good. So that way, you know, I can take care of, you know, the other 90%. So I already walked like 10 kilometers. So yeah, we're exactly 10% in, more than 10% in. So see, there's another thing I'm unprepared for challenge. So it's good that I make a long video because, you know, 100,000 steps, but it's good for me, you know, to walk and talk at the same time. So Another thing I forgot to prepare is that you need water and food, just snacks, right? Just in case you're feeling hungry or if you're feeling absolutely thirsty, because you're gonna be walking for like hours after hours. I didn't think about this because, you know, obviously it's cold, so I don't sweat a lot, but yeah, because when it gets hotter and when it gets tiring, then you obviously need to fuel yourself. So just in case, you know, you just in case, you know, you feel a little hungry, you feel a little tired, and you gotta feed yourself snacks. So I think if you plan to go on a long hike, then, you know, probably bring, if you plan to go somewhere far, you know, just to do this, you know, challenge, the 100K challenge steps, then yeah, it's best to bring snacks with you. But like I said, if you know you're tired, or you want to go home right away, then just, you know, just walk around, you know, your neighbor, or do a short loop, you know, around your house, so that way, you know, you don't have to worry and you don't have to constantly think about, you know, because everything is right in the home. You have your snack, you have food, you have everything over there. So yeah, that's why I didn't think I'm gonna get it, but I plan to go far because I do not want to walk this area, you know, same thing over and over again. I feel like, yeah, now, you know, it gets boring, you know, walking over this, you know, 100 times, well, it gets tiring. But yeah, bring water and snacks, you know, refill yourself, so that way, you know, you have, you know, a much, you know, higher chance of not failing this challenge. So yep. What's up, guys? I just got myself a backpack, and yeah, you know, I think it's 6:24 as of right now, and the sun is coming out and everything is very bright now, and I think the street light's gonna be off in a minute. So yep, daytime's here right now. See, so just a couple hours later I'll be walking and the sun's already out, and thank God it's no longer dark. So now I can travel to other city without problems, and I gotta get back here, you know, before it's dark, right? So yeah, man. So why am I bringing a backpack? So not going for a hike, but you know, I gotta get the water and money just in case I need to buy something. In case something really bad happened to me and I need money, you know, to just in case of emergency, I need money to buy stuff. So obviously that's why I carry a backpack. I have to carry a wallet and also, you know, carry your drinks with me. But right now I'm storming and doing it really good right now. So 2 hours of walking, and I just had a little bathroom break. Yeah, having a little break sucks, you know, but it's rest on the leg, so it's good. So yeah, you know, you're just gonna have, you know, always leave yourself, you know, enough time just in case, you know, back up the room a little bit. So yep. Also I wear a jacket. Yeah, I didn't realize how cold it is, but I just want to keep my body warm. I feel like, you know, I'm a little struggling talking. You can tell like my voice sounds a little sore or hoarse. Is because, you know, yeah, my hands are a little cold, so I try to open my phone, and sometimes it's hard for me to move my hand because it's a little cold. So yeah, it's 59 degrees outside. I love to walk, you know, in the nice cold weather, you know. Yeah, I didn't realize it was a little cold because I'm wearing, you know, t-shirt and shorts, so you gotta wear a jacket. But once it gets a little hotter, then I'm gonna take this off, right? Yeah, so yeah, I didn't realize that my body is a little too cold, so I have to wear this. My hand was like a little trembling stuff, and it's kind of hard, like I said, you know, for me, you know, to move my hand on the, you know, on my phone. Man, there's something I forgot to tell you, man. Just a lot of tips. So yeah, so if you're gonna go out for so long, that means you gotta make sure you have enough battery, because what if your battery dies? Then yeah, battery's another thing, you know. If you're going out for like, you know, 3+ hours, then you gotta make sure, you know, you have enough battery, because before you do this challenge, I think you should have enough battery. You should charge it all the way up to 100%. Man, if your battery's dead, then I don't think you can record any of your data, and that's gonna be the worst part. You know, worst part is that, you know, you only record your data, and then you'll never know, you know, how much you exactly did, right? So yeah, that's the worst part, man. Well, you know, that's one thing I gotta look out for, you know. Make sure enough batteries, just like I have enough batteries, you know, or energy calories, you know, in my body. Make sure it never goes to zero. Yeah. Just endurance like this, you'll go on a long hike. Always make sure you charge it to 100%. You know. Yes. So as you can see, I already walked 20,000 steps, and the time is almost 7:30. So yeah, so we still have like over 16 hours left before this day ends. So you 100K for sure. We're going at this rate. So yep. And I walked 11 miles. So I guess by the time 100K hits, I think it'll be like 55 miles at least. So yeah, because I walked at 10.8 miles, and then the step was recorded as 1900. So yeah, so we're 1/5 finish, and we're almost at the quarter way mark. So you know what happened? So I seen like how people can endure this. Some people can't do super long endurance, or some people want to get over with, so they just do by quarter. But yeah, I think less than 5,000 steps away from the quarter. The 25,000 steps in a day is like nothing to me. It's like very easy. I can even run at 25,000 steps. That's just like easy. I mean, you know what happened, right? I gotta conserve my energy. I gotta take it slow. Take it slow. So for me to get to 100 kilometers, so I got 50 more miles to go. So now I just have to add the 50 miles I did from some other year, and just add to today, and that'll get me to 100K. So yep, I have not passed the 50-mile mark yet, but I still got like about over 39 more miles to go, almost 40. So yeah, I think I might hit 110K steps if I go for 10K for 100 kilometers, right? Yeah, I can see it's sunny outside. Yeah, now it's like sunny. I mean, by the time the sun goes up, I'm already like 1/5 of the way done. Well, this challenge is very difficult, very long, very endurance. I mean, you know what happened when you're quarter way there, right? You're quarter way there, you're supposed to feel fresh and stuff. When you hit the 25% mark or the quarter mark, the first quarter you're supposed to feel fresh, and the second quarter you feel like a little non-fresh, and then the third and the fourth is like you gotta give everything you got. So yep. Wow. So yep, so I think I walked through 3 cities, from San Jose all the way to Fremont. So yeah, I'm almost out of Milpitas right now. Well, 1 more mile walk will be Fremont. So yeah, I know that when I record this road, if people who live in the Bay Area, or who live in Fremont, Milpitas, San Jose, if you take this road, then this road may look familiar to you. So yeah, exactly. Yep. So as you can see, just 4 hours passed by. I think about like 10 minutes ago, I just hit the 25,000 mark. So yeah, as I record right now, I probably will walk another 10,000 steps. Every minute is 100 steps. So if you hit the 25K marks about like 10 minutes ago, if you continue walking, then you're probably on your 26,000 steps already. So yeah, just a quarter way done. How am I feeling? Feeling absolutely fresh, but my ankle is hurting a bit. But I just have to endure the pain. It's not gonna be too bad. Eventually there'll be break. And probably gonna have to massage it. Put something to relieve the pain of the ankle. Hopefully the ankle feels good, so I can walk for another like 10 plus hours. It's still a very long way. We just finished, you know, the first quarter, but now I'm in the second quarter, right? You know, I think the fourth one's gonna be the toughest, you know, the third or fourth. I mean, by the time it's fourth, it's gonna be really easy. Like, you're almost there. Like, oh, like you're released. Like you went through, you know, the whole thing. Like, I'm gonna push like as hard as I can to the end, give everything you got. That's what the fourth is for. I think a lot of people like fourth because now, you know, they're over nervous. So yeah, you gotta stay fresh, man. If you were, like I said, man, like this is like a marathon, right? You can't go out, like I said, man, you cannot go out so hard in the beginning and then, you know, you got nothing left at the end, or you may die out too soon. So yeah, gotta keep pace consistent, walking, you know, at least 3.5 miles per hour, 3.5. That's just like a 17 minutes per mile pace. You're doing a really good job right now, right? It's only 8 o'clock. We still got 15 plus hours, you know, just to handle another 75,000 steps. I think that's doable. I can do it. So yeah, walking for like nearly, you know, like, you know, over 10 plus hours can get very boring, but yeah, let's just, you know, have a chat here or something like that. But I'm pretty sure, you know, Summit can do, you know, way more than, you know, 100,000 steps, you know, for people who does like, you know, 24 run hour, you know, challenge, something like that. Have you heard of 24 hours? 24 hours, you know, running is like you just run non-stop, you know, for 24 hours, ultra marathon. Oh, wow. Okay, gotta look a little faster. So, yeah. I mean, yeah, you know. I mean, there's a reason, this commonly a lot, there's a lot of reason. There's like, I think like one of the biggest reasons like why people don't do ultra marathon, obviously it's boring and it's so long, but you know, for people who are bored and don't have anything to do in life, or just want to keep challenging themselves, then ultra marathon will be the answer to you guys. So yeah, man. So yeah, talk about, you know, ultra marathons. So man, people does like 100 miles, they does like, you know, hundreds of kilometers in just one single day. I mean, yeah, speaking of world record, let me talk about the world record of Summit Run, you know, 24 hours. So Alex Sorokin, if you don't know who, you know, Alex Sorokin is, yeah, he's the guy that's, you know, he's the current, you know, guy, you know, a current, you know, he heard the current world record of like almost 200 miles in a day. I mean, 100 miles is like really big to everyone already. Imagine, you know, doing, you know, that, you know, back to back, that's like really impossible. So I wonder, I mean, running is like very tough for, you know, a lot of people. Even just walking, you know, even walking as low as 2 hours, people already like kind of give up already, right? I mean, I actually do work at Amazon. They require you to walk like 4 to 5 hours non-stop delivering packages and stuff. I've seen people, you know, that work 4 or 5 hours and they seem like they're okay with it. Yeah, Amazon is a very tough job. That's why a lot of people don't want to work for Amazon warehouse. That's why you see lots of males and you'll see lots of females, right? I mean, the required distance to walk, you know, for Amazon is the warehouse, you know, the current Amazon I'm working at. You have to walk at least 5 miles to get the job done. At least 5 miles, or, you know, 10,000 steps. So technically, if you can't do the 10,000 step challenge, if you can work at Amazon, then you already got the 10K already done. Like, see, small challenges you already got done, right? You're like 10% of, you know, from 100K. I'm like, and I feel like Amazon's like sometimes, you know, boring and long. I'm like, I already did 10%. You know, Amazon's like, why can't I do 10 times more? Get to 100. So that's what drove me into this. Like, hopefully I don't fail this challenge. I just hope, right? Hope for the best, you know. So anyway, you know, Alex Sorokin, to be honest, he ran like 198 miles point, you know, 6. So he was about like just about a mile and a half away, you know, from the 200 mile mark. I hope he hits there, you know. Alex Sorokin, if you watch this video, you know, or tell Alex Sorokin, like, if you see his video, or if you're an Alex Sorokin fan or something like that, just comment below, because yeah, that 24-hour in the span of 24 hours, 200 mile run is like no joke. You gotta run over 8 miles an hour for 24 consecutive hour. Yeah, I know that. If you don't know how fast it is, people have no idea. That's a 7 minutes and 12, you know, minutes per mile pace. Alex Sorokin runs 7:15 minutes per mile pace for almost 200 miles. So for him, you know, to hit the 200 mile mark, he has to run, you know, one more mile more, but he's gonna have to average like 3 seconds faster per mile, which I do think is possible for him. So yeah, assuming your brakes and stuff. So he just have to run 3 seconds faster. So he's gonna technically have to run like a sub, you know, like 3:10 marathon for like almost 8 marathons. So it's still very fast. You have to run a little bit faster than you, a little slower than your sub 3 hour run. Just like, you know, Eliud Kipchoge, you know, smashed, you know, the 2 hour marathon back in 2019. I think it can happen. Anything can happen, you know. I wonder, like, how many steps did Alex Sorokin take? I bet he takes at least over 200,000 steps for sure. So yeah, him running non-stop, because I know that when you run about like 150k steps to 150 to 180 steps per minute. So yeah, you times that by 24 hours. So yeah, it's definitely gonna get over 200,000 for sure. Yeah, that's for sure. I mean, let alone like people may not even, you know, stay awake at that, you know, for 24 hours. That's insane, right? Yeah. I mean, running, you know, doing this, you know, on a daily basis, doing an ultra marathon, it will kill your body. Trust me, man. I mean, even for walking, yeah, it can kill your body. So it's really not, you know, worth, you know, doing an ultra marathon. That's why a lot of people just, they do a marathon and they stop, right? Yeah. How fast is the 7 minute mile pace? 7 to 12 minute mile pace is fast for like a lot of people. I don't think a lot of people will survive at that pace. Not for a single mile. For a single mile, that's like really hard already. That's extremely hard. I mean, that's if you want to run 200 miles in 24 hours, if you're that crazy. So yeah, you're just gonna have to run like 7 minute mile pace, just slightly slower. A lot of people still want to get to at least 7 minute or 6 minute mile pace. It's hard. Yeah, and Alex Sorokin just did the 100k challenge in just over 6 hours. Just core of the day, he already ran 100 kilometers. That is massively insane. Averaging like 53 minutes per mile pace. He just broke it, the world record. Yeah, you know, just this year, probably running like, I don't know how fast he runs, you know, like a 6:05, like 36 for 100 kilometer. If I was wrong, yeah. I tried to run Alex Sorokin pace for 1 mile, and I'm already like dead tired already, you know, since I'm so out of shape. But if I was in shape, I probably would last it for maybe like 5 miles at most. I couldn't even run at Alex Sorokin's, you know, 100 kilometers pace. Alex Sorokin runs 100 kilometers in like literally like only a fourth of a day, and I'm trying to do this in, you know, 24 hours, and I may not even make it. So he does it like just a fourth of a time. But remember, you know, I'm walking, right? Yeah, so of course, you know, running is way faster than walking. But why do you say you gotta get to 100 miles? I mean, why is 100 miles tough? So if you're gonna have to travel over 4 miles per hour in less than an hour, you're gonna have to average 424 minutes per mile pace. 424. That's a pace, you know, to get you know, to 100 miles. So it's technically like a little fast walk. better. So yeah, man. So yeah, that's just, you know, math conversion. We just have to do lots of math here. So just to be right on pace. What's up, guys? Here in Redview, I'm just in Fremont, and yeah, I already finished like more than a third of the way towards my goal. I don't need to repeat again. Yeah, you know. But anyway, you know. So how am I feeling right now? So my leg is feeling like, oh, I better answer. Sorry, there was a phone call right there. Somebody called me, and yeah, like I was saying, you know. So I managed, you know, to get to a third of the way, and my legs are feeling kind of tired already, but I still have to go, right? I mean, it's probably asking me for a break. I mean, I can do this easily, but yeah, I think we just probably need a break. I don't think a person can walk this for like straight 24 hours. We're not built, you know, like robots. Like we can walk this for like many hours, like without, you know, feeling any pain. But yeah, my body is starting to feel hurt a little bit, just a teeny bit, but feeling comfortable. So maybe if I get a break, then, you know, maybe this pain will go away, right? But my lunch does not start until like 12 or 1, so yeah, I can walk this, you know, a couple more hours, should be all good, you know. But then, you know, I gotta watch out for the heat, because you know, when the weather gets a little hot and I get dehydrated, I just take a little sip of water and stuff. So yeah, if I somehow just get tired for no reason, maybe I just take a little break here and there. Well, hopefully, you know, yeah, I think the rest of the day I'm just gonna walk like nearby home, so that way, you know, like people don't have to like drive all the way here, you know, just to, you know, pick me up and then, you know, drive right all to my destination. I just walk around my close destination. Yeah, it's okay, you know, but hey, you know, gotta get that 100, gotta get that, okay? What's up, guys? I'm at 40,000 steps already. I already passed 40,000 steps, you know. So yeah, so more than 40% into, you know, the goals right now. So how am I feeling, you know? Yeah, I feel, you know, the same, you know. But anyway, I already walked almost 23 miles. So yeah, you know, 3 more miles gonna be a marathon. Past that, no problem, you know. Look like we're gonna have to walk through another marathon. So yeah, if you walk like 41,000 steps or almost there, then that means it's 20.5 miles. But I'm probably a lot closer to 23 miles. So yeah, essentially I have to walk at least 2 marathons just to get that 100,000 steps, because I'm taking like pretty large steps right here, as you can see. So yeah, man, I'm less than 10,000 until we get to the halfway mark, right? The halfway mark is like, oh, you know, like where, you know, exhaustion starts to build in. You know, I run, you know, miles and stuff, you know, like all the time during race stuff. When you get to a halfway point, that's where your mental starts kicking in. So yeah, I can see that happening. Maybe as little as like, you know, not even halfway, maybe just even you know, throughout the first quarter, like a lot of people already get tired already. And then, you know, like, oh, like we're not even halfway, some people are tired already. I try to be conservative with it as I can, you know. But yeah, you know, like I said, once we get down, you know, to the last quarter, then we just, you know, try to spend a little bit more energy out of it just to get over with it. And also, you know, like we're almost at the finish line. So almost halfway to the finish line, almost halfway. As you can see, I just passed, you know, the marathon, right? Yeah, the phone said I record like 26 point, you know, 0.02 miles, but that was like a few minutes ago. I mean, it was like 5-10 minutes ago, so I probably walked already another, you know, quarter mile. So yeah, I already passed the marathon, and the total steps recorded was, you know, I think like a couple more thousand. It's gonna get to like 50, you know, to 50K. So very close to the halfway point. And you know, so far, you know, like everything went okay, nothing went wrong. You know, people just pass by, say, you know, hi to me and all that stuff. You know, so far we meet, you know, really good people so far. I didn't meet people, I just say hi. You know, there's always, you know, the way to greet people, say hi back. But yeah, man, that's what morning people always does, or people from evening. That shows me that, yeah, you know, you're good people, you're very considerate and stuff. But they don't know that I'm technically in this challenge. So, hey, if you saw me, if one of those people say hi to me, if you saw me from this video, you know, saw me walk with, you know, a guy walking a backpack, I want to let you know that I'm doing a very tough challenge right now. I'm walking from 3 cities, you know, in just one day. It's pretty much a lot, right? No matter what, walking 3 cities is very big goals already, you know. Still, you know, too many people, you know, the lazy one, people who are too afraid, you know, to take a try. They don't want to do this. They say this is too much for them. They rather drive, they rather bike, or do something. But walking or running is like very hard to do. Nice scenery, right? Finally, I have passed the halfway point, and my phone failed to update, so I walked, you know, over, you know, 50K steps already. So I'm like 500 above it. So I think I passed like 5 minutes ago, and let's see the time. The time is 11:57. So about to be 11:58. It's about to be, you know, 12 o'clock. So we are at the halfway point. So this is the halfway point, you know, and yeah, my body, I definitely need a break before. Definitely a break. I don't think I can continue walking like this because my body will get wear and tear out, you know. Yeah, my ankles and my legs are, you know, feeling a little bit sore, so yeah, better rest a little bit before I continue on. But I'm almost at home, almost at, you know, destination. We'll just continue to rest there, and then we just, you know, walk the rest of the way. Get some more break in between if necessary. Like, we have plenty of times. Remember, I started this challenge around like 4:17, and I did took a little, you know, breaks, to be honest. Tea break, like bathroom breaks and all that stuff. Like 2 bathroom breaks in like probably like 1 or 2 minutes. So yeah, I finished the 50,000 steps in under, you know, like in under 8 hours. So I still have another 12 hour remaining. Yeah, you know, that means I can probably chill, you know, for another 4 hours, you know, without doing anything, and still, you know, still end up with 100K on my hand. So yeah, I just need to be active, you know, for at least 8 hours. Yeah, so I can have a maximum of 4 hour breaks. Yeah, it's like plenty of time, you know. 4 hours is a lot, you know. I probably only need like 1 or 2 hours at most. But if my body's exhausted, then we just take more break, you know, if necessary. So yeah, my purpose here is not, you know, to push, you know, my body, you know. I be careful not to get injured again. So yeah, you know, the grind starts back, and now I have high confidence we'll make it, right? Because I'm walking like about 6,600 steps, you know. So that means that's about like a 15 hours walk. So yeah, so I got like 9 hours, you know, to spare. But yeah, 15 hours is like too much, so I put 16 hours because there'll be some hour where, you know, things might get a little bit slower due to fatigueness and something else. So yeah, so yep. So So I can only spare 4 hours. That's about it. But yeah, gotta save some room, some extra time just to buffer things up, There's plenty of times. Yep, so right before my lunch break, I already hit 30 miles. Well, I'm about to hit 31 miles, so yeah, try to walk a little further just to get 50 kilometers in right before lunch starts. So yeah, this is the halfway point, so I'm halfway through 100 kilometers, but I'm currently at almost 56,000 steps. So yeah, man. So the third one, yeah, I can tell the third one I can tell that the fatigue now starting to kick in, as I say halfway point now, I can start feeling the pain right now. But yeah, I gotta take a break, maybe like a 1 hour break, because now I realize that pace. We're just taking a good, like maximum like 1 hour break, and then we're just gonna continue on, and hopefully, hopefully my legs are fresh again. What's up, guys? I just done finishing my lunch, and yeah, you can tell that now I start feeling a bit tired, but now I still have to walk the other half of the part. Hopefully I survive. I just survived halfway, right? Like I said already. So yeah, so my 1 hour break is almost up. Yeah, I'm just gonna take a 1 hour break, just have to make sure the body is all fresh and stuff. Body still feel ache from that long walk, still feel a little bit aching. Maybe I should have taken a break in between stuff, but yeah, I just take 1 hour, then I go back to walking again, and if I get tired, then I'll take another hour break. So yep. Just so I'm exactly the halfway mark at the for the the 100-kilometer, but for the 100,000 steps, it's 56% done. So yeah, man. Hopefully I get to that fourth core very soon, so that way I can like dive all in. I still, yeah, still 1 hour break, take 1 hour break, and then I still have over 10 hours left. So yeah, if I'm too tired, I may only go for 100,000 steps and just call it there, and maybe forget about the the 100K thing. But if I'm still for it, then I'll still walk another 10 more Ks to just to get to the 100K mark, for the 100K kilometer. So yeah, what's up, guys? I just done finishing my lunch, and yeah, you can tell that now I start feeling a bit tired, but now I still have to walk the other half of the part. Hopefully I survive. I just survived halfway, right? Like I said already. So yeah, so my 1 hour break is almost up. Yeah, I'm just gonna take a 1 hour break, just have to make sure the body is all fresh and stuff. Body still feel ache from that long walk, still feel a little bit aching. Maybe I should have taken a break in between stuff, but yeah, I just take 1 hour, then I go back to walking again, and if I get tired, then I'll take another hour break. So yep. Just so I'm exactly the halfway mark at the for the the 100-kilometer, but for the 100,000 steps, it's 56% done. So yeah, man. Hopefully I get to that fourth core very soon, so that way I can like dive all in, you know. I still, yeah, you know, still 1 hour break, take a 1 hour break, and then, you know, I still have over 10 hours left. So, yeah. If I'm too tired, I may only go for 100,000 steps and just call it there. And maybe forget about the, you know, the 100K thing. But if I'm still for it, then I'll still walk another, you know, 10 more Ks to just, you know, to get to the 100K mark. You know, for the 100K kilometers. So, yeah. I'm just too worried for this challenge. I'm too worried about surviving challenge now, you know. I'm feeling the pain right now. But oh well, you know, I forgot to bring my hat. Yeah. Well, you know, next time I gotta be a little bit more prepared, you know. Because, you know, I'm just a little unprepared. But now, you know, my shins are hurting, my ankles are hurting, and then, you know, I got a blister on my, you know, on my back heel, so yeah, putting on the shoe was very difficult for me because now, you know, my back of, you know, the foot is hurting, you know. But yeah, I think I'll get there, you know. Look like in the second half, maybe I'll be a little bit slower than the first half. Now I don't have as much energy as I used to before. I was hoping, you know, to be fresh, you know, after 1 hour, but look like the body is not, you know, having it, man. And it's right now protesting, but I have to keep going, you know. Another, like, possibly, you know, another 8 hours of this. But remember, I already passed the halfway point, right? So I just need to do this, you know. I need to survive this. If my ankle is really hurting a lot, and let's say if my body is about to die, you know, at around like 90K in steps, and we may skip, I may forget about hitting the 100-kilometer mark. I'm just gonna only go for, you know, 100,000 steps. That's it. So yeah, as see, I better bring up my backup charger because yeah, there's no reason why I have to take an hour break. Because during the hour break, I better charge my phone and my watch, you know. Yeah, it's a good thing, you know, because you're not doing anything during the break, so the phone and the watch get also an hour break too. So yeah, because during your break, you're not gonna use your phone or your thing to track, so you better charge it. So that way it has enough battery, you know, to survive. So yeah, see, you gotta be smart that way, man. You just gotta be smart, right? You gotta be wise about it, because I know I make very long videos, but I just want to prove that I am walking very long and not, you know, faking it. So yeah, and also, you know, just listen, you know, to my, you know, helpful tips, you know, right? Yeah, that's what happened during break. You gotta recharge yourself, recharge the phone, recharge the watch, and reset it, and then, you know, you go at it again and again. Yeah, so nope, you're not gonna be charged at full battery, but somewhat we gotta use those extra energy to prevail to your goal. Those extra energies are needed because this goal is very tough. So yeah, you make sure you have enough. If you don't have enough, that means you have a high chance of failing, and it's not gonna look good. And then, you know, but it's worth it, you know. I have to push all the way through because I do not want to waste my time doing this again, you know. Just imagine if I fail, you know, 100. Just imagine if I quit right now, you know, don't do anything else, and then I waste 8 hours for nothing, right? Come on, man, I gotta make it worth it. At least enough, you know, the halfway point. But thing is that I want more, you know. We gotta put some sense of urgent. And now, you know, I'm walking towards the lake. Hopefully, you know, that'll add up another 10 miles. So by the time I come back, it'll be 40 miles. So, but that's still like 20 more miles to go, at least, you know, for me to get the 100K. But then maybe like less than, you know, 15, you know, miles. I mean, probably about 15 more miles until I get, you know, officially, you know, 100K steps. So I wish I can take I wish my steps is at least 1 meter long, so that way, you know, they both hit 100K at the same time. But unfortunately, my step is shorter than the meter, so yeah. As you can see, I'm right now walking around the mall, just to stay cool, from the heat. Yeah, that way it doesn't burn me out. So I walk from home to all the way up to Eastridge Mall. That's like another few miles. So yep, got 4 more miles in. So we are almost at 40 miles. Already, maybe 2/3 of the way. Got to at least 66K, man, in steps. So yep. Just to chill at the mall for 1 hour. Then, because we're at the Eastridge Mall. I'm at the East Mall, so I'm gonna walk around Lake Cunningham, which adds another 2 miles. That's gonna be 40 miles away. So, yep, just gonna chill out the mall. Look at this. I'm probably at 70,000 steps and 30 more to go, and boy, I am so tired right now. Yeah, nap is, rest more frequently now, just be careful, not to pull my muscle and stuff, but it's mostly my ankles tired, but I think my muscle, my upper body is okay, but it's my leg, now I start feeling, pain, adrenaline, and almost at 40 miles, so boy, we just have to keep going, man, just have to keep going. But yeah, just walk around in Eastridge. What's up, guys? I just passed the 40 mile mark and it's 4:31 and I currently walk 72,000 steps. So I think a few more thousand steps, it's gonna be 75K. So we're gonna be like 3/4 of the way there. So my legs are that tired right now. They're tired, but they're feeling a lot of pain right now. Lots of soreness and pain. Oh gosh. You know what happened before the quarter, It's clutch time, man. We gotta get over the 30K, but then we still have at least 25K left. But that's where everything goes downhill, man. Do you have the mental toughness or are you ready to quit? Right? The fourth, man, gotta finish strong, everything you got. And if I take another rest. So yeah, my overall pace is slowing down. So I'm walking from, from nearly 7,000 steps, 6,600 steps, and 3.5 miles to only, I can tell that my pace is slowing down. So that means that, yeah, my body is facing fatigue right now, and it's in pain. Yeah, I was keeping up. I kept up at 3.5 miles per hour, or 3.5 in 1 hour for a walk. Kept it for pretty good, but it's 12 hours in, and yeah, my body is it's slowing down now. It's slowing down a little bit. So, man, just more frequent break and slow down. So, yep. If I do need to take a break, I do need to take a break. So, I feel like I should take a break here in between, and I would still be on pace, but I just too afraid to fall back behind. But never go out so hard, because what happened is that when we go to the end, then y'all bust out, y'all burned out, and your body will not go anymore. See, break make different. I feel like I should have taken a 30-minute break in between. I still would have been fresh right now, but I'm feeling not fresh, man. Feeling pain. The comfort zone. I start leaving my comfort zone after, hitting the 25K mark. Feeling pain, a little bit pain, and halfway mark feeling pain, and then here now, the pain gets a little bit worse. And I think the next 20,000 more steps, it's gonna get really bad, and now I have to fight every single ounce of energy out of my body, man. I have to fight all of it, but I think it's gotta conserve, gotta refuel. This is technically an Ironman, right? Yeah, maybe I'm qualified to do Ironman, but it's 17 hours. But hey, you know, I can walk up to 100. Will I be able to do 100 kilometers in probably in 17 hours? That's like the length of an Ironman. They'll let you do 24 hours. They'll just cut off right there, right? 40 miles, my body's still, feeling, really tired, but it can still go on, maybe the next couple of hours like this, and it's probably gonna die very soon. So yeah, I probably can last this for like maybe one day at luckiest, but 2 days straight like this, the body's probably gonna, collapse, probably gonna shut down. So yeah, because it's 12 hours. This is overtime, man. I wish I get paid to do this, but oh well, it's for free, but if I upload YouTube and if everybody sees this, I hope my YouTube goes viral because of this stinking video, man. Because this is stinking no joke. Like, even for me as a runner, I run a lot. However, I get injured, in 2023, just a few months ago as I record. But still, man, 100K is no joke. Doesn't matter, especially, facing after injury, man. You're probably not the same, but we still have to fight back. We still have the courage, Old people, young people, but I'm young people, so I better do this now before, when I get too old, I probably won't be able to do this anymore. Maybe I'll do halfway, maybe I'll do quarter way, and maybe my body said, that's it, completely. So, yeah. I am less than 10 miles away from my, 50 miles, day thing. I am less than 10 miles away. That's a good thing. At least I'll beat my record, but yeah, I don't need to be by 12 miles, 10 miles, or whatever it is. If I get to 51 miles, that'll be very happy. No, I need to get to at least 55 miles because I'm taking longer steps. So that 50 miles, yes, I'm taking less than 2,000 steps for a mile. So yeah, well, 55 miles. So you actually get to at least 55 at the very minimum. But still have to walk another 4 or 5 hours. Still have a long way, man. But I tell my body just to hang myself in there, man. Hang in there, man. It gets deadly, A lot of people just, a lot of people are probably dropped out, after the 4th, man. Around the 4th or the 3rd way mark. This is where you quit easy, man. The further you go in, the easier you quit because now you're further out of your comfort zone, right? That's the further you go, man. The further you go, the more tired you get. But it pays off, man. You gotta show the world you're tough, man. You gotta show the world. You gotta show God, man. You got, you don't want to be, disappoint yourself. But if you can't make it, it's okay, man. You'll try some other time, right? Better late than never. Try to do things now. So that way, because your youth is only for a little amount of time. Your youth is the best time to accomplish anything, right? Your youth. When you're old, you don't have as much energy as when you were young, so things are going to get much harder. But age is just a number, I mean, if you accomplish this at an older age, congratulations. Or, or too young, is that you're undeveloped. So, yeah, your youth starts around 18, probably around, to 30, something in my opinion. So, yeah, for me, I only got 10, 15 more years, and I'll probably be too old, to do these, kind of savage stuff. So, you never know. Or maybe something really happened in my body I cannot and never do this ever again. So yeah. But hey, the shade's cooling me down. Maybe I have to take a sip of tap water. But hey, I need to survive, I should have brought more water, but yeah. If I'm thirsty, I'll just buy quickly, from the store. Use my, money and stuff, but it's alright, I can chug a lot of water at home. I'm a camel. I can do this. Yeah. It's not good to be so thirsty, man. You gotta stay hydrated. man, yeah, the heat, I get twice as thirsty as I did. So I brought a whole Gatorade bottle and I just like, drank the whole thing just from one go. Now I'm currently on my way back, but I plan to walk around Lake Cunningham. That'll probably add another like 2-3 miles. So, and then walking back is probably like another 4 miles. So it's gonna be close to 50 miles right there. That's close to 50 miles. But I think the number of steps I take will probably get to like 80K. And then, dinner starts, and then, I gotta imagine how to survive the other 20K. Brutal 20K. Whoop. Now I'm officially in the 75K mark. So, boy, it is so hard and it is toughest. So 25Ks in 7 hours. That should be doable. I see turtles around here, but home stretch, man, home stretch. Gotta push. Yeah, so even 3/4 of the day is not even gone yet. I already hit 75,000K. I have never run 40 or walk 40 miles, and it's still daylight like this. This is ridiculous. Well, if it's in the winter, then you probably won't see the sun anymore, but wow, man, this takes a lot. Usually if I run like 40 miles, usually you don't see the sun out, but the sun's still out. That's if you really want to get to 100K. But I still have at least 20 more miles. Well, if I don't, oh yeah, but that's not necessary. If I take more breaks than walks, then obviously I'm not gonna make it. So that's not important. We just have to survive 25 more K, man. That's only 4 more hours of walk. So yeah, so I have like 3 hours to spare right now because I took 1 hour. So yep, maybe my body will need a lot more breaks. So yeah, just have to be aware of that. You gotta give every ounce of energy left. 7 hours is more than a quarter, and we already hit 75K. So do the math. You don't need to tell me that. I mean, if you're not good at math, use calculator. So yeah, I am highly on pace right now. But my number of steps slowing down by a couple hundred, that's okay, We'll still get it done in 4 hours. Because now, probably I'm recording I already recorded like 2 minutes. I'm probably at, I already passed it by like 500, so maybe another couple hundred here. So it's gonna be 7,600. So yeah, so exactly 4 hours. So I think right around 9 is when I'm gonna get the, if I don't stop right now, but obviously dinner, so maybe around 10. But anyway, it's coming, man, it's coming. Okay, so here's the update. So yeah, let me check the time right now. 6:38. I feel like I only have 14 more thousand steps to go. So that means if I start walking at 7, so that means I can walk less than 3,000 steps and still manage to get 100K. But however, I still have over 17 miles left. Is it possible? I mean, is it possible to get another 17 more miles? Shit, it's gonna be close. Man, if I don't make it, at least I'll get to like at least over 50 miles for sure. But yeah, 60 miles, that's about 13 more miles. Yeah, I can walk, like 4 hours, and then, with a 1 hour break, still be 11 something, still get 60 miles, but it'll be 61. I might fall short. My legs are just so tired. But next time maybe I got to, train my body, Yeah. I wasn't really trained for this, man. I didn't really train that well. If I would train a little bit well, then, then I would have made it, 100 kilometer, as a matter of doubt. But it's going to be 11 something, and it's going to be way too late, and it's pretty dangerous. So yeah, good thing sun's still out. I still only have 14 more K to go.
and I'm feeling really bad right now. I'm feeling dead. My legs are feeling really heavy. If my body is acting up right after 100,000 steps, then maybe I have to take a lot more breaks and maybe just go for 60 miles. May forget about 100 kilometers, but oh well, it's a fail, but at least I got one, but can't get them all, so yeah. That's how I'm feeling right now. My body is really aching so bad. I just want to get it done, but I realize I still have over 10 miles left, for that main 100 kilometers, and I still have, over 10,000 steps. God damn. Man, these goals are super hard. Wow. It's a lot harder than I think. A lot harder. Yep, as you can see, man, my heel is have really bad blisters on my right heel. So yeah, putting back shoe on, it's gonna hurt like, man, it's gonna very hurt. I have to be really careful when I put on shoe because touch that blister, it really hurts. Damn, man. Damn. But yeah, taking on hurts. Well, here's me, still resting, but man, I got a terrible sunburn. Very terrible sunburn. I put sunscreen and, you've been out there for like 5 or 6 plus hours, so this is the result, I didn't even put sunscreen before the walk, but yeah, maybe I should put a lot of sunscreen, next time, right? But it's just wet and tear, probably wiped away, so yeah, you just have to reapply it, I just didn't bring it because, just too much, but man, I really need to get that goal. Look, now, ruining my skin just for this, man. Well, next time if I'm gonna go for ultra marathon, next time I have to put either a lot or just, little by, hours by hours. So that's the bottom rule, But good thing, after dinner I don't have to worry about it. Worry about sun. Now it's gonna go down, and the good news is I'm not gonna get any more sunburn. So yeah. What's up, guys? Yeah, I just got back from dinner, and now I'm gonna walk slowly again. Man, putting on that shoe is so difficult because of the blister. Like, blister, so I'm taking off and putting on the shoe, taking off and putting on is like super, difficult. Yeah. I just have a nice dinner. Hopefully, I'm gonna try to survive for 4 more hours, So yeah, if I continue walking, for 14 more miles, guarantees 100K, so let's go all in, guarantees 100K, so now I'm just worrying about it. So if I don't make it, I don't make it. It's gonna be close, so I'll just take it easy right now. I'll get faster with it this time, so this is not fun, You have to live for at least, 3 more hours, just to get 60 miles in. So yeah, like I said, I can quit between 9 to like 11 because it's a 2-hour walk. So yeah, I think I can quit. But yeah, no more, going out long. Right after, once the sun goes down, the sun's going down right now, and I'm almost hitting 50 miles. Oh well, but if I didn't have a 1 hour break, I would have finished 50 miles by now. But yeah, I'm in extreme pain right now, but we gotta make it worth it. We gotta get one stone hits 2 birds. It needs to be worth it, man.
because my determined has not quit yet. So let's say that I walk at least 1 more mile, so I still have 14.5 miles left. So that means that leaves me about 13 miles, you know, for the remaining 4 hours. So I have to walk at least 3 miles an hour. That's very doable. Maybe I gotta have to jog just to get over with. Stinking, I don't want to take off and on my shoe all the time. Good thing there's no more heat anymore. I'm not gonna get dehydrated anymore, so people still walking. But yeah, once it gets dark, then I bet I'll go back to that cul-de-sac thing and walk for like 2 hours again. So yeah, I'm just gonna walk around here, you know. Just gonna, you know, maybe go to some, you know, place, but I better not go too far because yeah, I'll still walk around the neighbor. But yeah, I'm not gonna go far anymore because my legs are not gonna handle any more work after this. So yeah, exactly. I'll be just fine. I'll record once I hit 100K, and then, you know, and then it'll probably be at 55, you know, miles. And then, you know, the other 7 or 6 mile remaining. So I probably still have the, you know, so I'll probably be at like 90Ks right now after 100,000 step is finished. So yeah, 10 more K, you know. I wish I can run, but I can't. My legs are just too tired, you know. Like, I'm about to hit 2 marathon probably by like 8 or 9 p.m. At least after 8. So yep. It looks like there's a full moon over there. Not a full moon, but anyway, dinner just, you know, rejuvenate me, and I have less than 13 miles to go for 100 kilometers. That's good news. And yeah, I was super tired. Like, I feel like I don't want to walk anymore. But now, you know, I think because, you know, dinner just, you know, adds some more energy. So, and mom making me a smoothie. I just walked with mom and Nolan. So, yep, you know, had, you know, a little bit slower than usual, you know, ease up the leg. But now, you know, let's hit the 4 miles hard. So we don't have to do the 100K challenge and, you know, 200K challenge ever again. So hopefully not, right? This is the most painful thing I ever experienced. And now, you know, let's just get it over with. So I'm almost at the 90K mark, right? So yeah, and probably like, you know, probably just, you know, like maybe 1,000 more meters until, you know, I get the 50 miles. So yep, 50 miles is coming very soon. So 90K, 50 miles. So yeah, it is 55 miles. So yeah, if at 11 o'clock, I think by 11 I'm probably gonna get to at least 60 miles, at least. So wait, so if I walk 3.5, so let's say each hour is like 3 miles, a little over 3 miles. So 3.5. So let's just say 10. So yeah, it's probably gonna get to a 60, and then, you know, if I'm barely hitting 60 at 11 or below 60, then I better like start jogging, you know. But I don't have enough energy for that or something. Still have to go another 2 miles, you know. That sucks, you know. 100K doesn't, you know, end until, you know, at least 62 miles. Well, 62 miles and 62 from 14th. So yeah, I'm at 49.28. So yeah, I'm still right on track, you know, for the 100K right there. I'm still right on track. Well, just got to 50 miles, you know, as of 8:10. It's at 4.90, so 99, but it's already 50 miles. 50 miles in, so yep, got got, you know, like 10K left, 20K left. Oh boy. Not sure how this is gonna turn out, but man, I better start walking fast, you know. Looks like my legs are getting tired again, you know, once again. Another couple hours is gonna be your most painful battle. Because now, you know, I'm gonna get to 100K mark, but then still have probably 3 or 4 more, at least 3 more miles, 3 to 4 more miles to order to get to that 62. Oh man. As of right now, it's just turned 9 o'clock and I walk 53 miles, right? Boy, I'm getting a little quicker. Yep. You know, it's the final stretch, so I got pushed all the way to the end. And now I'm about 3,000 steps away from, you know, the ultimate 100K. But then I want to get to 100 kilometers, so unfortunately, I'm gonna have to walk for at least 2 more hours, right? Got 1 hour done, got 4 miles done in 1 hour, so 53.44 miles. So that means I need to walk at least 2 more hours. We're almost there, man. Almost there. Just hang in there. Just hang in there, man. Everybody, you know, as you watch this video or view, I think I already uploaded, so I might probably be done already. But 2 hours, just hang in there, man. 2 hours, nothing. Come on, man. Yeah, so officially, you know, technically 100K is done already, you know, so it's like 9. Yep, I was right. So yeah, just hopefully, you know, I walk fast. Yeah, I'm just draining all my energy right now, you know, but we gotta say for the last 2 hours, right? And the last 1 hour, for approximately 4 miles, which is 1 hour, you know, walk. So I'm just gonna go all out, you know, just, you know, plain old jog. There's no more energy needs to be saved. So that's what happened, you know. It's just, you know, everything I got, you know, you know, just push it, man, push it. You're at the final stretch, so yeah, you know, just fight the pain, you know, just fight that, you know, being uncomfortable, man. Just hang yourself in there. That's what happens when you're less than 10% away from your actual goal. You tell yourself, you know, the 90%, you just went through it, and then, you know, so yeah. Congratulations, I already hit 100,000 steps officially. Phew, man, nothing goes wrong, you know. Legs still walking fine, you know, still can walk, you know, for another hour. Gotta, you know, now get the other goal while I'm talking about, so let's not repeat, right? Hopefully, you know, you know, nothing happens within an hour, but yeah, you know, anything can happen right now, you know, but it's official. I officially survived 100K. If it doesn't go on YouTube or it gets deleted or I never post it for some weird reason, then I officially did it. Congratulations to me, you know. But now, you know, I better return home safely. And hopefully, you know, just have to keep on an eye out for lookout, you know. For, you know, bad people, they could be robbing me, because now, you know, they know that I'm tired right now. I walked 20 hours, but they're like full energy. Like they have cars, they have anything, so I'm very vulnerable to like criminals now. So yeah, I felt a little scared because there was someone walking back there. Doesn't matter if like man or woman or kids. I'm pretty vulnerable. I cannot outrun them now. They can outrun me. So yeah, be on the extreme lookout, you know. Hopefully the last hour is safe, man, and nothing ever goes wrong. Well, we know what happens, you know, when it gets too dark, right? I'll still walk around some more, but then I'll go walk in a Kusek. Now it's like a lot safer now. But the main street looks dangerous because that's where a lot of people come in and out, right? And hopefully nobody's hiding. Hopefully nobody saw me that I do this kind of challenge, you know. So yeah. Don't have a pepper spray, but that's bad. Maybe I should buy it now because this area is kind of safe, like I said. So yeah, you know, I finally hit 100,000. That's all that matters, you know. At least one challenge out of the way. Just gotta make a safety, man. Let's hope I can survive another 10 kilometers and then go home safe, man, without any trouble. Hopefully, there's nothing stopping me right now. So, no dogs, no anything. Just have to keep going, man. That's the one thing I hate when you're going out. Obviously, you don't want to walk around the house, you know, just too little space. But, you know, people could have like mansion, you know, they can like walk it like no problem, you know, nobody's ever gonna get them, but still, you know, people can still break into a house and stuff, you know. But yeah, I wish I lived in a mansion, but I don't live in a mansion right now. What's up, guys? Here with another video, and I finally completed both challenges, and I think I went, my body just hurt so much, but I didn't think this was possible, man. 2 challenges in one day. Most people already stop at 50 miles. They don't want to do the ultra marathon. They don't want to do 100K. But I did a 100K and a 100-step challenge. First time in 2 days. Did 2 challenges in one day, man. Unbelievable. This is nuts, bro. Yeah, I know, you know, my step is much, you know, longer, you know. Instead of 50 mile, I went 55 miles, then hit the, you know, 100K steps. But that ain't no matter, man. Resilience, man. At 60 miles, my body already want to give up. Like, I just fought everything I got in my body. Man, 2023 was a heck of a year. Wow. After, you know, a 6 months injury, went back to even ultra marathon. I didn't even run a marathon. This is an ultra marathon. I even beat my record 2015 and 2019. Both year, man. Surpassed 50 miles. Gone to 60, man. Yeah, time and patience, you know. Time and patience. Yes, I survived. See, I'm alive, man. And I did over 110,000 steps. So I don't know how many steps I did, but I did at least, you know, 112,000 steps. Can you believe that? I went 10K over that. Unfreaking believable. And I'm like 1/3 away from, the world record of the most miles in a day. I'm almost 1/3 of it. Can you believe that? 2.5 marathons walked today for 21 hours. For almost, I walked like total like 17, 18 hours. So, see, it's still 11 right now. The screenshot will never lie to you. It has a clock the time I take a screenshot. This is not fake edit. No cheat or anything. This is a smart Apple Watch. This is a smartphone. This company knows what it's doing. It can keep track of every single step, every single mile you travel. Technology, man. Technology. Peace out, man. And thank you for watching this long video. And nobody ever does 2 challenges. I have never seen. I look at every single 100,000 step. No one does 2 challenges. No one does 100 kilometer as well. I did 2. And if you can do it, you are a warrior, man. You are extreme warrior. Right? You are an Iron Man. You are not human. You are superhuman. I am a Superman. Look at that. You tell me I look normal? You tell me, I cannot do anything? Guess what? I'm Superman. Didn't make this up. Go ahead, try, But yeah, a lot of people are guaranteed gonna fail. A lot of people are gonna quit 100 steps satisfied. Wake up early, walk for nearly 20 hours, waking up, and back here. It's tough, man. It's tough. 20 hours of stress, of immense stress, intense stress. I managed to beat that. Yeah.